Everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, I am going to show you how to implement a push notification in React Native using a Firebase new cloud messaging API with a Node.js server. Firebase recently deprecated the legacy cloud messaging API, so we'll be using the latest HTTP v1 API. In this video, I walk you through how to set up a Node.js server with the Firebase Admin SDK, how to send notification, how to receive them in our React Native app. We will start with the basics of creating a Node.js server. Then we dive into the Firebase Admin SDK and see how to send notification. And finally, we'll set up the React Native app to receive those notifications. So now let's get started. First, we create a new project called Firebase Notification Server. Now open a new terminal and navigate to the project directory and hit the npm init command to initialize our project. So we accept the all default setting and just change the entry point to index.js to server.js. Now you can see our package.json file was created. So now let's install the all required dependencies. We use the Express, Firebase admin, body parser, and we also use the node mon to automatically restart our server whenever we make change to the code. So let's start writing the code while dependencies are installing. So first we create a new file called server.js in our project folder, and now let's write a basic Node.js server code. So first we require the Express, the library that will help us to create a web server. We include the body parser, which will help us to parse the incoming JSON data. Now we create an instance of an Express application. We set up a middleware to parse the incoming JSON data using app.use body parser.json. Before we dive into the Firebase setup, let's ensure our server is running correctly. We're listing on port 3000 for incoming requests. And we also add on console log. So if everything works correctly, we can see that server is running on localhost 3000. So now let's test our server is running correctly or not. So now we use the node mode server.js command to start our server. So now our server was running correctly. So let's set up our Firebase admin SDK. Go to the Firebase console, navigate to the project setting. Now in the service account section, in the Firebase admin SDK section, you see there are many supporting languages like Node.js, Java, Python, and Go. Currently, we're working on a Node.js, so click on the generate new private key and download it. So now the file was downloaded. So copy it here and paste it in our project folder. For the convenience, rename it with the service account key. So now let's initialize our Firebase admin in our Node.js server. So first import the required library, initialize our Firebase Admin SDK using the service account key. So now we initialize our Firebase with a service account using admin.initialize app. Before we initialize, we create a service account variable that holds the service account key file path. And now using the admin.initialize app, we initialize the Firebase. Credential is a key required when we initialize our Firebase admin SDK. It specifies which credential should be used to connect to Firebase securely. And now our app for Firebase was initialized. So create a API endpoint to send the notification. Now we set it up to handle post request. We are creating a new post route send notification. This is route we call from the client to send the notification. We're using asynchronous functions here using the async await because the sending notification is a asynchronous operation. We extract the value of token, title, and body from the request body. The token is a unique device token we get from the Firebase on the front end, which identify the specific devices we want to send the notification to. And now we check if if the title, body, or the token was not provided by the front end. We send it to 400 bad request response if these fields are not present. We create a message object contain the notification details. Now we use the Firebase admins message.send function to send the notification to the device with the provided token. If the server sends successfully the notification, we log the response. Otherwise, we handle the error. So now our server is set up to send notification. So now let's set up our React Native app to receive push notifications. In our React Native project, install all necessary Firebase packages. We require the React Native Firebase app and React Native Firebase messaging. I am already installed it. So now let's create a simple app component to request a notification permission and get the FCM token. First, we import the messaging from the Firebase messaging library. And now we define a function to request users permission for notification. So we create a request user permission function, and in this function we use the message.request permission method or function. So if the user grant the permission, we call on another function called getFCMToken to get the token. So in the getFCMToken function, retrieve the device FCM token. This token identifies the device and will be sent to our Node.js server to target the notifications. And we also add the console log statement to see that FCM token in a console. We use the useEffect hook to request the notification permission when the app loads. We also set up a listener to handle the incoming notifications when the app is in the foreground. We also add a console log statement to see that notification message in a console. So now our Node.js server and React Native app both are set up correctly. Let's test the full notification flow. So first we reload our React Native app. I'm already run the app. So now reload the app. So now our code work correctly and we get the FCM token. So now we test our API. So I am use the Thunder client to test our API. Now send a post request to our Node.js server with the FCM token, title and body. In the body, we add the title, body and our FCM token. And now send it and that's it. We successfully set up a push notification in a React Native using the Firebase Cloud Messaging API in Node.js. You can see that title and body in the console with the notification received in a foreground console log message. We already discussed it. So currently we can't see that notification in our app because we want to use the React Native push notification package to see the notifications in our emulator or a physical device. So we can do it in a next video. I hope the video helpful you.